Many people believe Japan is the very first country to see the sunrise each day, but that is actually a misconception. In reality, the honor goes to certain small islands of Kiribati in the Pacific Ocean. The name Nihon, or Nippon, meaning origin of the sun, dates back to the 7th century. It was officially used when a Japanese emperor sent a letter to the Tang dynasty in China, highlighting that their nation lay on the eastern edge of Asia, where the sun appears earlier than in neighboring lands. Over centuries, this poetic name spread across the world, and in English, it became Japan. Even today, the phrase "land of the rising sun" carries a deep sense of identity and pride for the Japanese, reminding them of their place in the world and their cultural heritage, rooted in nature's daily rhythm. When we think of Japanese women, an image often comes to mind: fair skin, graceful posture, modest attire, and a gentle way of speaking. This is not simply a stereotype, but a reflection of long-standing cultural ideals. Traditional Japanese. Beauty emphasizes elegance, simplicity, and subtle charm rather than loud or extravagant expressions. Wearing a kimono during festivals, maintaining natural-looking makeup, and valuing neatness are still considered marks of refinement. However, modern Japan presents a blend of tradition and global influence. Many women, especially in urban areas, pursue higher education, build careers, travel widely, and choose to marry later, or not at all. Financial independence is highly valued, and relationships are often approached as a matter of personal choice rather than obligation. Interestingly, a growing number of Japanese women are drawn to foreign men, particularly from Western countries. The reason often mentioned is romance, something they feel is less expressed by many Japanese men. While local men may forget anniversaries or find it awkward to say "I love you," foreign partners are perceived as more open with affection, willing to surprise, and attentive listeners. This cultural contrast has contributed to thousands of international marriages each year, especially in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka. Still, whether traditional or modern, Japanese women tend to carry themselves with dignity. Their approach to beauty is not just about appearance, but also about mannerisms, grace, and the ability to balance strength with gentleness, a quality admired both in Japan and around the world. Japan is often admired today for its technology, culture, and discipline, but its history also carries shadows. Before and during the Second World War, Japan embarked on an era of territorial expansion, aiming to establish itself as a major global power. At its peak, the Japanese Empire controlled vast regions across East and Southeast Asia, from Korea and Taiwan to parts of China, the Philippines, Vietnam, and beyond. However, this expansion came with severe consequences for many nations. In Vietnam, policies of forced food requisition during the war contributed to the famine of 1945, which claimed millions of lives. In Korea, countless women were subjected to the infamous comfort women system, where they were forced into military brothels. In China, atrocities such as the Nanjing Massacre left deep scars that are remembered to this day. Unlike some nations that have tried to downplay such histories, Japan has made notable efforts to acknowledge and address its wartime actions. Since the 1990s, the Japanese government has issued official apologies, established funds to support surviving victims, and provided economic aid to several affected countries. For example, the Asian Women's Fund offered financial assistance and personal letters of apology from prime ministers to former comfort women. While opinions vary on whether these steps are sufficient, such actions show Japan's willingness to confront its past rather than deny it. This approach has helped the country rebuild relationships, even if complete healing remains a long process. For many, it is a reminder that acknowledging history is essential for genuine peace. Japan's economic journey is nothing short of remarkable. After its defeat in the Second World War, the country lay in ruins, with much of its industry destroyed. Yet, within a few decades, it transformed into one of the most powerful economies in the world. By the 1980s, Japan had become the second-largest economy, just behind the United States, and even today it remains the fourth-largest, after the US, China, and Germany. Major corporations such as Toyota, Sony, Mitsubishi, and Toshiba became household names worldwide, representing Japanese quality and innovation. The country's economic strength is built on its automotive industry, advanced electronics, robotics, and more recently, artificial intelligence. High living standards, modern infrastructure, and efficient public services are all products of this sustained growth. Alongside its economic might, Japan is a cultural superpower. Anime, for example, is one of the country's most influential exports. Iconic series like Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Demon Slayer have captivated audiences globally, creating a fan base of hundreds of millions. Japanese video games, fashion, and cuisine have also shaped global trends. There is also a less talked-about industry, the Japanese adult video, AV sector, which accounts for a significant share of global revenue in its category. While controversial, it is part of the country's diverse entertainment landscape. In many ways, Japan's economic resilience and cultural influence go hand in hand. The same precision and attention to detail seen in its products are also reflected in its art, storytelling, and everyday lifestyle. Japanese society is often praised for its politeness and respect, but these qualities come with a unique cultural tone. People in Japan tend to be reserved, valuing calmness over loud self-expression. This is why strangers rarely engage in casual small talk on the street or in public transport. Interactions are polite, yet formal, and personal emotions are not displayed openly. One of the core aspects of Japanese personal culture is the importance of uchi, inside, and soto, outside, relationships. Uchi refers to close family and friends, where one can be more relaxed, while soto covers public and formal settings, where behavior is more restrained. Even within families, privacy is respected to a high degree, and each member often has their own space and routine. This value placed on personal boundaries has both advantages and drawbacks. On one hand, it creates a respectful environment where people avoid intruding into others' affairs. On the other hand, it can lead to feelings of isolation, especially for the elderly or for those living alone. In cities, it is not uncommon for neighbors to live side by side for years without more than a polite greeting. However, the sense of order and quietness is deeply embedded in Japanese life. Parks, trains, and workplaces operate smoothly because everyone follows these unspoken rules. While it may seem distant to outsiders, this balance between respect for others and personal independence is one of the cornerstones of life in Japan. In Japan, social harmony is maintained through a detailed system of etiquette that governs everyday interactions. Speaking loudly in public spaces such as trains, buses, or waiting areas is considered rude. Public transport is seen as a place for quiet reflection, reading, or rest, not for casual phone conversations. Politeness extends strongly into dining culture. One of the most important rules is never to stick chopsticks upright into a bowl of rice, as this gesture resembles a ritual performed at funerals and is considered bad luck. Instead, chopsticks should be placed horizontally on a rest or laid neatly beside the bowl. Another unique custom is the act of pouring drinks for others rather than oneself. This small gesture shows consideration for companions and helps strengthen social bonds at the table. Even in queuing, Japanese people display remarkable discipline. Whether it is at train platforms, convenience stores, or festival stalls, orderly lines are formed without the need for staff to instruct. Cutting in line is socially unacceptable and rarely seen. Tattoos are another sensitive matter. Historically associated with the Yakuza, organized crime groups, tattoos can still evoke negative impressions. Many gyms, spas, and public baths post signs refusing entry to customers with visible tattoos. Visitors are advised to cover them to avoid misunderstandings. These rules may appear strict to outsiders, but they reflect a cultural commitment to respect and order. For Japanese people, good manners are not optional. They are a sign of one's character and upbringing. Japan offers a wealth of destinations that blend natural beauty, cultural heritage, and unique experiences. In Kyoto, the Fushimi Inari Shrine stands out with its thousands of bright red torii gates winding through a forested mountain path. Walking here, especially in the early morning light, feels almost otherworldly. Another iconic symbol of Japan is Mount Fuji, often viewed from Lake Kawaguchi. The snow-capped peak reflected on the still water creates a picture-perfect scene, particularly during cherry blossom season when shades of pink and white surround the lake. Visitors can enjoy hiking, cycling around the lake, or soaking in an onsen with a direct view of the mountain. For those seeking tropical beauty, Okinawa is Japan's island paradise. With emerald beaches, coral reefs, and warm weather year-round, it is ideal for diving, paddleboarding, and exploring the distinct Ryukyu culture. In contrast, Jigokudani Monkey Park in Nagano offers a rare winter spectacle: wild snow monkeys bathing in natural hot springs. The sight of these red-faced macaques relaxing in steaming waters, surrounded by snow, is both amusing and heartwarming. Each of these destinations reflects a different side of Japan: the spiritual, the majestic, the tropical, and the whimsical. Whether one prefers serene temple walks, adventurous mountain treks, or coastal leisure, Japan's landscapes ensure there is something unforgettable for every traveler. Japan is a land not only of beauty and tradition, but also of intriguing mysteries. One such place is the Seisho Seki, or Killing Stone, located in Tochigi Prefecture. According to legend, it holds the spirit of a mythical nine-tailed fox that once brought misfortune. In 2022, this centuries-old volcanic rock suddenly split into two. What puzzled locals and scientists alike was that no major earthquake or external force was recorded. The break was clean and symmetrical, adding to its eerie reputation. Another curious location is the Zen Rock Garden at Zuiho-in Temple in Kyoto. Minimalist in design, it features raked white gravel and strategically placed stones. Yet, photographers have noticed something odd. The shadow of one stone sometimes falls in a direction inconsistent with the actual position of the sun. Even when taken at the same time and placed on different days, the shadow can appear at unusual angles. While some experts suggest reflected light from surrounding walls, no definitive explanation exists. These mysterious sites attract both spiritual seekers and curious travelers. The Seisho Seki draws those interested in folklore and the supernatural, while Zuihoin's garden appeals to lovers of quiet beauty mixed with a hint of the unexplained. In a country known for its precision and order, such anomalies offer a reminder that some aspects of nature and culture resist easy answers, inviting visitors to simply experience the wonder rather than solve the puzzle. When the sun sets in Japan, the cities transform into a completely different world. Neon lights reflect off wet pavements, the aroma of sizzling street food fills the air, and the buzz of activity shifts from office buildings to lively entertainment districts. Tokyo's Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Roppongi are famous for their bars, clubs, and karaoke lounges that stay open until dawn. Karaoke, in particular, is an integral part of Japanese nightlife, where friends, colleagues, and even solo visitors rent private rooms to sing their hearts out. For those seeking a more relaxed evening, themed bars, ranging from anime-inspired interiors to vintage jazz lounges, offer a cozy escape. In cities like Kyoto and Kanazawa, nightlife can take a traditional turn, with no theater performances, tea ceremonies, and illuminated temple gardens, providing a cultural touch after dark. Night walks are also a unique pleasure in Japan. Lantern-lit alleys, Vending machines glowing at every corner, and the occasional glimpse of a geisha in Kyoto's Gion district create an atmosphere that is both safe and enchanting. Seasonal festivals like Tanabata or summer fireworks add another layer of magic to the night, as entire neighborhoods light up with decorations and music. What makes Japanese nightlife special is its diversity. It can be loud and energetic or calm and introspective, depending on where you go. Whether you are a party enthusiast or someone who prefers quiet evening strolls, Japan offers a nocturnal charm that is hard to match. In Japan, personal space is not just a preference, it is a deeply ingrained cultural value. People are careful to maintain a comfortable physical distance, especially with strangers. Unlike in some cultures where casual touching, handshakes, or hugs are common, the Japanese usually greet with a bow. The depth and length of the bow vary depending on the relationship and the level of respect being shown. This respect for boundaries extends to daily life. Public transport, even when crowded, remains orderly because passengers avoid unnecessary physical contact and keep conversations low. On the street, people walk in designated lanes and cyclists stick to their paths to avoid disturbing others. Even in homes, family members may knock before entering each other's rooms, a sign that privacy is valued regardless of closeness. Such habits help create a sense of calm in densely populated cities. However, there is also a quieter side to this cultural trait. Excessive formality and physical distance can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation, especially among the elderly or those living alone. For visitors, understanding this unspoken rule is important. Avoid touching someone without permission. Stand in queues without crowding, and respect personal space in all interactions. By doing so, you not only show good manners but also earn genuine respect from locals. In a country where harmony is cherished, respecting personal space is more than etiquette. It is a way of sustaining peaceful coexistence in a shared environment. Japanese cuisine is a harmonious blend of flavor, presentation, and tradition. Among its most celebrated dishes is sushi, a delicate pairing of vinegared rice and fresh seafood such as salmon, tuna, or shrimp. Often served with wasabi and soy sauce, sushi is not just food. It is a form of culinary art where precision and balance matter as much as taste. For the more adventurous, there is shirako, also known as white child, which is the sperm, sac of male cod or other fish. While its soft, creamy texture and subtle flavor are considered a delicacy in Japan, it can be a challenge for first-time eaters from abroad. Ramen, on the other hand, is a universally loved comfort food. The steaming bowl of noodles comes in various styles: rich tonkotsu from Kyushu, light shoyu from Tokyo, and deep-flavored miso from Hokkaido. Toppings such as chashu pork, soft-boiled eggs, and fresh green onions complete the experience. Street food is equally charming, with takoyaki being a favorite snack. These golden ball-shaped treats are filled with diced octopus, pickled ginger, and green onions, then topped with savory sauce, mayonnaise, and bonito flakes that dance in the heat. What makes Japanese cuisine stand out is its respect for seasonality and aesthetics. Dishes are often designed to reflect the time of year, and the arrangement on the plate is as important as the flavor itself. Eating in Japan is, therefore, both a sensory and cultural experience. Japan's festivals are a vibrant reflection of its culture, history, and seasonal beauty. One of the most famous is Hanami, celebrated in spring when cherry blossoms bloom. Families and friends gather in parks like Ueno in Tokyo or Maruyama in Kyoto, enjoying picnics under the delicate pink flowers. It is not just about beauty. It is a reminder to appreciate life's fleeting moments. In summer, Kyoto hosts the Gion Matsuri, a month-long event highlighted by grand parades of elaborately decorated floats, originating as a ritual to ward off plagues. It is now a lively celebration with traditional performances and bustling street markets. Around the same season, Tokyo's Sumida River Fireworks Festival lights up the night sky with thousands of colorful bursts, drawing huge crowds along the riverside. September brings the Kishiwada Danjiri Festival in Osaka Prefecture, known for its massive wooden floats pulled at high speed through narrow streets, a thrilling display of teamwork and courage. In winter, Hokkaido's capital Sapporo transforms into a wonderland for the Sapporo Snow Festival. Intricate ice and snow sculptures line Odori Park, illuminated at night to create a magical atmosphere. Visitors can also enjoy skiing, snowboarding, and sampling regional winter delicacies. Each festival, whether focused on flowers, fire, or snow, captures a unique facet of Japan's spirit. For travelers, joining these celebrations offers not only entertainment, but also a deeper connection to the traditions and rhythms of Japanese life. One of Japan's most fascinating qualities is how seamlessly it blends ancient customs with cutting-edge modern life. On one hand, you will find centuries-old traditions like tea ceremonies, kimono wearing, and Shinto rituals still being practiced, with care. On the other, sleek bullet trains, futuristic skyscrapers, and advanced robotics shape daily life in its bustling cities. Festivals, seasonal foods, and family customs preserve cultural identity, while modern entertainment, global fashion, influences, and digital technology keep Japan connected to the world. For example, it is common to see young people in Harajuku dressed in the latest international trends, while just a few streets away, an elderly shopkeeper may be arranging offerings at a local shrine. This coexistence is not accidental. It reflects Japan's philosophy of wea, or harmony. Rather than replacing the old with the new, the two are often integrated. Historical castles are restored with the latest earthquake-resistant materials, and traditional crafts like pottery or calligraphy are sold online to customers worldwide. 4. Visitors. This balance means they can experience a tea ceremony in the morning, shop for electronics in the afternoon, and end the day at a centuries-old temple illuminated by modern lighting. It is a reminder that progress and heritage do not have to compete. They can enrich each other. In Japan, tradition grounds people in their history, while modernity ensures they remain forward-looking. This dynamic coexistence is one of the reasons the country continues to inspire travelers and admirers around the globe. In Japan, work is more than a means of earning a living. It is a matter of pride and personal identity. The concept of ganbaru, meaning to do one's best regardless of difficulty, runs deep in the Japanese work ethic. Whether it is a corporate executive, a factory technician, or a street cleaner, each person is expected to perform their role with dedication and precision. Long working hours are common, and staying late at the office is often seen as a sign of commitment rather than inefficiency. While this can sometimes lead to overwork, it also reflects the value placed on responsibility and contribution to the team. Attention to detail is another hallmark. Tasks are done thoroughly, even when it takes extra time. This respect for one's occupation is not limited to high-ranking positions. A shop assistant will bow when handing you change. A train conductor will thank passengers at every stop, and a chef will take time to perfect each dish before serving it. Every role, big or small, is treated as essential to the smooth running of society. The Japanese belief is that dignity comes from doing your job well, not from the title you hold. This mindset fosters mutual respect between different professions and helps maintain a sense of equality in daily interactions. For visitors, it is both humbling and inspiring to witness how seriously the Japanese approach their work. It serves as a reminder that excellence is built on consistency, discipline, and pride in one's craft. Living in Japan can be as affordable or as expensive as your lifestyle choices. In central Tokyo, one of Asia's most costly cities, a one-bedroom apartment may cost between $800 and $1,200 USD per month. Moving to suburban areas or smaller, Cities like Kyoto or Fukuoka can reduce rent to around 400–600 USD. Public transport is efficient and reliable, with short train rides costing about 1–2.5 USD. Monthly commuter passes, priced between 70 and 120 USD, are a practical choice for regular travel. Groceries for one person typically range from 250–350 USD monthly, while casual meals outside can cost as little as 4 to 7 USD. Utilities, including electricity, gas, water, and internet, average 100–145 USD per month. Overall, a modest lifestyle can be maintained for around 800–1,000 USD, while a more comfortable one with leisure activities may exceed 1,800 USD. You have now explored 15 fascinating aspects of life in Japan, from its ancient traditions to its modern wonders. Which part impressed you the most? Was it the cultural etiquette, the breathtaking destinations, or the unique balance between old and new? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss our next travel story. Your support helps us bring more inspiring content from around the world straight to you.